What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica Hickson, and I spent 5 years working my way up to the top of an MLM before realizing they're just not all that they're cracked up to be. My goal with this channel is to rescue some Huns, to prevent some Huns from becoming Huns, and to also give those a voice who have left the Hunbot industry like myself.
It's what you do. Making me feel like I'm falling, and when you're moving,
Today's small business shout out comes from a subscriber named Sophia. Sophia would like to nominate Logan the Empress. It's a small black owned business that sells amazing cosmetics like lip gloss, lip oils, and body butter. She said she's bought from Logan several times before and has loved every single thing that she's bought. And she has multiple 5-star reviews. So as always, I will leave all of her links in the description below, so you guys should definitely check it out and support a small business. All right, guys, today is another one that you guys just love. The last one went over pretty well and I actually had a lot of fun filming it. Typically when I do like a reaction type video, I will watch the video before to make sure there's like some juicy content, and I'll make little notes and like what points I want to make. And the last time I did a reaction video to one of my own videos, I didn't do that. I just did a blind react. So that's what I'm gonna do again today. I have so many like Zoom team call recordings on my computer, so I'm just gonna pick one and we're gonna go with it and see how it goes. All right, I don't know how bad this is gonna be, but let's just get right into it.
All right, so welcome to our team call. Tonight's gonna be pretty short. Not very many people ask questions, so I'm just gonna go over the questions that I got, and then if you guys have any other questions, you can go ahead and ask them.
I looked miserable. We'll start off by saying that.
One of the questions I got was how to respond to someone that says that it works as a pyramid scheme.
Let's see what I have to say.
And I always try to explain to them that our structure is set up like a pyramid, as in you get paid on everyone that's underneath of you. However, pyramid schemes are illegal, so if we were a pyramid scheme, then we wouldn't exist, and we've existed for 15 years now.
I've said this once and I'll say it again. Just because you haven't got caught doesn't mean it's not a crime. Like, just because a murderer hasn't got caught killing someone doesn't mean they're not a murderer, right? The company I was with has multiple letters from the FTC warning them about different things that they're doing that are non-compliant, so.
The difference is that in a pyramid scheme, the main difference is in a pyramid scheme, you can never outrank the person who enrolled you, so you can never make more money than the person above you.
I don't know if that's a main difference or if that's even a difference, but you can't pass the person above you in an MLM either. Sure, you can outrank them, but you're still gonna be beneath them and they're still gonna be making money off of you. You will never get to the point where you work so hard and you ranked up so your enroller is now beneath you. No, like you rank up and your enroller goes up with you and then they still get paid off of you. Like, sure, if they don't rank up to the next level because they don't have another leg that's where they're supposed to be, then you're gonna outrank them, but they're still getting paid on you and all of the people that you enroll.
Nice try though, sis.
Whereas with It Works, you can surpass anyone and you can be, the top income earner in this company regardless of who enrolled you. So I try to explain that to people and make sure they know that pyramid schemes are illegal. So if we were a pyramid scheme, then we wouldn't even exist. Another question that I had was quickest ways to get loyal customers and distributors on a time crunch. I found the best way for me is to message my butt off. So I mean like messaging 200 plus people a day.
That wasn't a lie. There were days that I definitely did that, even more some days when I was like going for promotions and stuff, but that's just gross. 200 plus copy paste messages sent to all of you guys who were following me on Instagram and Facebook. Sorry guys, I love you.
Need to promote this month and you need distributors and customers, you have to message that many people a day. It's not 20 people, it's not 30 people, you have to message a lot of people.
At least I was being honest with them, because nowadays they will tell you that you can have your cake and eat it too, and that you don't need to cold message people. You can still be successful without cold messaging people.
I always try to put my goals out on the table. So if I'm going for a $5,000 bonus this month, I would message people telling them that I'm going for a $5,000 bonus and I would really appreciate any help. I'd be grateful if they put their order in.
So I guilted people is what I'm trying to say. Make people feel bad for you and want to like help you reach your goal because they're nice people, and then yeah, you'll make me more rich.
Yada, yada, yada. But also reach out to your family members and your close friends, people that you know will want to help you reach your goal.
Take advantage of people. It's great.
I know Carly, when she was going for Ruby, she reached out to her family and her aunt put in like a 200 BV order that really helped her get to her goal too. So family and friends really like to help, but also you have to reach out to people, especially with the distributors. A lot of people ask me how I enroll so many distributors, and it's because I don't wait for people to come to me. If I see someone that I think is going to be great at the business or that has a lot of potential, I will reach out to them and tell them, why I think that they would be successful in this business and why I would love to help them succeed in it. So reach out to those people that you see potential in.
I'm so out of breath again. Like, I don't know why in all of my old videos, I'm just like gasping for air. A couple of you guys have mentioned in the comments that it's like when you're lying, I don't know, you get like out of breath because you're nervous. And I wonder if like part of me felt really uncomfortable telling these people things because I knew in my heart that it like wasn't right and that it felt slimy. But like I said, we like push those thoughts to the back of our mind because we want to be successful and make it to the top. So part of me wonders if that's what it is, but I don't know, maybe I was pregnant in this too. I'm not really sure. I can't even tell like where this background is, if it was like in our old house or our house before that. I'm not sure, but I mean, it was 5 years of my life, so it could be one of like 5 years.
So yeah, messaging is the way that I found. You also have to be consistent with your posting.
I am so like unthrilled. Like I could not be less thrilled in this video. You also have to be consistent with your posting. Like,
you can't take a day off and then expect to get right back into it, or take 3 days off, expect to get right back into it.
There, just admitted, can't take time off.
You have to be consistent with your posting every single day. Make it a habit to wake up and post right when you wake up, and set alarms on your phone to make sure that you're posting throughout the day. Make sure that you're posting personal posts along with business posts. If you're posting all business posts, people are going to think you're a scam and they're not going to want to join your team.
Because you are a scam.
Also, what I've seen a lot lately is people who are sharing a lot of posts that aren't at work, like personal posts, something that they think is funny or whatever, but they'll share 10 in a row after a business post. And when you're doing that, your business post is getting lost in all of your personal posts because you posted one and then you posted 10 personal posts. So people aren't seeing your business posts.
So don't post about stuff that you actually genuinely care about. I mean, looking back now, I see like why people did that, because it was embarrassing to post about the business all the time. And so if they would like post about the business and then immediately like share stuff that they actually care about, they were hoping that people would just like not look at the business posts, in my opinion.
Yeah, so be consistent with your posting. Also, don't wait until the last minute. So a lot of people wait until the last week of the month to start signing customers and placing and all that, when if you were working the whole month, then you don't have to scramble at the end of the month. So
can I just say how much I appreciate the fact that I don't have to give two shits about month end anymore. Month end would stress me out so much that I would get like physically ill at month end. Not only because like I knew that I had to work my butt off in order to get where I wanted to go or to reach my promotions, but then knowing that I had to pressure my team to do the same thing, and I know that it burned a lot of bridges and like ruined a lot of friendships for me because I was so hard on my team and pushed them so far at month end because I needed to maintain my rank. Or like even the people above me encouraging me to work harder, or like holding me accountable and asking me why I hadn't posted that day, or why I wasn't present, or why I wasn't interacting in the team page and telling people congratulations, or participating in the ladder post. Like everything combined, like figuring out your numbers and figuring out what you need to, like all of it combined just made for a horrible combination. And you can ask my husband, most month ends, I would cry. Like I would be crying for the last 2 days of the month, almost every single month. And I've had people personally reach out to me who were in MLMs and said the same exact thing. So it's like industry wide. It's not just my company or my team or anything like that. Like it's stressful beyond belief, industry wide.
Try to be consistent all month. The next question was how to deal with people who want information or time to think. I honestly don't really give people the option to say, send me information. If someone says like, yeah, sure, send me information, I will say, we have products, ranging from weight loss to overall health and wellness, skincare, essential oils. Which one of those, would you be most interested in? And then they'll tell me, weight loss. And I'll say, okay, so how much are you looking to lose? Like I will work it out of them to find out what they're looking to accomplish with our products. And then I will give them the information that they need rather than just giving them a bunch of information or sending them to my website. So kind of try to narrow it down instead of just sending them information.
I thought that I was gonna say that I don't give people time to think. That's why I was like cringing, because you're not supposed to give people time to think, because if you give them time to think about it, they're gonna decide against it. Or if you give them time to talk to their husband, they're gonna decide against it. It's easier to forgive, or it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission, or whatever that quote was. We were always taught not to give people time to think. So I thought that's what I was gonna say, but it wasn't. I went along the lines of like, always end in a question to get to the bottom of like what they'd be interested in.
If they need time to think, I try to get a time out of them. Like if they say, I'm moving into a new house right now, so I need to talk to my husband about finances first, or whatever. Then I'll probably wait a month, let them get settled into their new house and whatnot. If they say, I don't get paid until next Friday, then I'll go to them next Friday.
Okay, that was pretty good of me. Like, I thought I was gonna go along the lines of like, if they tell me that they're moving into a new house, blah, 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 blah. I thought I was gonna say something like, I tell them that's why you need this. Like you need to get jump started on this for like your expenses at your new house. Or say like, okay, perfect. When's your moving day? How does this day sound for a follow-up or whatever? Like to put a date in their mind, because I know later on in my business, I definitely learned that, but I'm not sure when this video was filmed, so.
Like I said, I try to get a time out of them, and I don't really give people just bunches of information. I hope that helped. How to get people to take the leap. So you have a bunch of people on the fence and you can't figure out how to get them to actually sign. Creating urgency is a big thing. So, letting people know that you have one spot left, or you open 2 spots, or...
First of all, remind me to add taking the leap to my list of drinking words when we play like the drinking game, the MLM video drinking game that Isabella Lanter did, where we watch some videos and then we drink every time they say a cliche MLM term. I have many on my list that I've started. But remind me to add taking the leap. Also, creating urgency. You have 1 spot left. You opened up 2 spots. Like, for the record, spots don't exist. They're not a thing. They have unlimited number of spots, so don't fall for that.
Whatever is really important. Also be personal with them. Don't just strictly talk to them about the business all the time. Try to, if they say, yeah, I'm really trying to get rid of this baby weight, you know, like I didn't expect to gain this much. Like I'm not happy with myself, whatever. Try to relate to them. Like, yeah, I'm not looking forward to, you know, after I have this baby and having to get back on track either. I can totally relate, you know.
Can totally relate. Like, we talked about that in one of our previous videos too, about how they say, regardless of what they say, relate to them, preying on their weaknesses for sure. Because the example that I used was a mom who wasn't feeling comfortable in her skin. So predatory.
Be personal with them and they'll be more personal with you. And I found that when they're more personal with me, they are more likely to sign with me. So create urgency, be personal with them. And something that I like to say a lot is I thought of you. So when I'm following up with people who are on the fence, I'll say, you know, I have one spot left on my team. You know, it's a perfect spot. You're going to receive the most help from everybody. I thought of you because I know you were interested and I want to give you first dibs.
Guys, the girl from last week literally tried to use that on me. Like,
That's why I thought of you, because you're following, you have such a good following, you're so inspirational, you're so influential.
meanwhile, I'm making anti-MLM content that she looked at my page but didn't see. Like, hopefully my old videos are kind of opening your guys' eyes to like the tactics that they're currently using to this day, so that you guys can see like these tactics are being taught from the top and they're still being used. So don't fall for them.
Make them feel like that you're opening it up to them specifically. Instead of just saying like, hey girl, are you still interested in joining my team? Create that urgency and make them think that you've thought of them specifically.
So genuine.
Does anyone have any questions from there? You're going to have to unmute yourself, but those are all the questions that people sent me. But I have a couple things I can go over if nobody else has any questions.
Hey, Jess, I have a quick one following up on your business post versus your personal. Like, how long would you wait before, like after a business post, to post something else?
You mean like throughout the day? Like how far do I space out my posts?
Right.
I usually try to do mine like every 2 hours. Obviously not all the time it works out that way, but I try to wake up and do something like inspirational or funny or good morning or something like that. And then 2 hours later do like a business post, and then 2 hours later do another personal, funny, my life post, and then 2 hours. So
I still have no clue how I came up with that much content. That is absurd. I can't even think of one thing to post on Instagram every day now, and I post on Facebook like once a month.
with the 3-3 rule, it's basically every 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
If you guys don't remember what the 3-3 rule is, you're supposed to post 3 personal posts and 3 business posts every single day.
Thank you.
Okay, Jess. So I had a question from my teammate who's not here, but I'll have you send it to her. So she wanted to know, she feels like she's getting really spammy with her posts. And like the wording on her stuff's good. It's just the pictures that she's choosing really aren't the best. So I was trying to give her suggestions, but what is a good suggestion for you? So it's not, because I mean, if you look at a lot of our pages, it's like bright green and black, and some people just see that and scroll through. So what would be what are good examples to use besides like the generic ones that we already have?
Yeah, I've actually noticed that, and I joined a year ago, so my posts have been popping up on my...
So I joined a year before this video, which means it was very early on. I guess I was a double diamond in this video, but I can tell that I'm very new in this video. Like, I don't sound very experienced or confident at all.
Hop, and that's exactly what I was posting when I first started. And I found the same thing, that if you're posting, you know, black, green, and bling every post and it looks like an ad, people are going to scroll right by it. So I follow some ambassador leaders like or and I use
Our favorite girl.
their pictures that they use, and I just use different wording. So I found that like the pictures with the girls with the long pretty hair are good for the hair, skin, and nails post.
Never mind the fact that they obviously didn't use our products. Like, that don't matter. As long as they have long pretty hair, then it'll work. I feel like that has to be illegal. Oh, I do remember one of my friends reached out to me one time and she was like, how did you get this picture? And she like screenshotted one of my posts, and I was like, I don't know, I got it from a different leader, found it on Pinterest or something, because at that point we just Googled long pretty hair and then used that as our like marketing tool for the hair, skin, and nail supplement. And she was like, oh, because her friend recently made a post about It Works girls using her picture of her long, beautiful, blonde, beachy hair for their businesses to promote their products, and she's never used an It Works product in her life. So sorry about that. Kelsey Floyd, shout out to you. You probably have no clue who I am, but I am sorry for using your picture over and over and over again, and I am sorry for the rest of the It Works crew as well.
You know, swimsuit pictures of girls are good for like weight loss or wrap posts.
Never mind the fact that they didn't use our products either. We just found pictures of beachy girls in bikinis on Pinterest.
Stuff like that. And you guys can we all share posts. So, you know, if Carly posts something that you like, she's not going to get offended if you go to her page and you use that post. You just have to switch the wording around a little bit to make it your own. But feel free to everyone uses everyone's post. So feel free to do that.
Be genuine, but not like too genuine, because we all use the same post, but like be genuine and like talk to people about how you really want to help them, but also don't give them time to think about it. Don't be like too genuine, you know, just be like a little bit genuine.
I have something to add into that, Jessica. This is why we run our auto shipments, is to get product that we can be a product of the product. The product that you get in the mail with your auto shipment, you need to be taking pictures of that, whether it's a selfie with the product, whether it's a video with the product, whether it's you're putting it on Instagram and brightening it up. There's apps to make your own pictures look great and eye-catching. So that's why it's so important to run your auto shipment as well.
That idea of like, it's so important to run your auto ship because you want to be a product of the product, like it always gave me a yucky feeling, because I knew that people joined because they needed money. So to ask them at the same time to like spend money in order to make money felt wrong to me. But it was taught from the very tip top of the company that auto ship is law. If you're not running your auto shipment, you're not serious about your business. You're never going to be successful if you're not running your auto shipment, because you're not being a product of the product. Now, from an outsider looking in, I can see that it's because they wanted the money to rise to the top. But at the time, you thought like, man, I'm never going to be successful if I don't do this. Like, that's why I need to do this, because I need to show people that these products work, blah, blah, blah. So I will say that that was not that girl's idea. That idea was put in our head by the very tip top.
To get those own products in your hands and to show people that you're using them so they're not spammy posts.
Yeah. And that really helps too with the personal aspect. I was just talking to one of my distributors tonight about being more personal with the people, the potentials and the customers that you're talking to. Be more personal with them. And that really helps when they can see that you're actually using the products and that you love the products and that you believe in the products. It helps them believe more as well too. So that goes for messaging as well. I was talking to my distributor and she was saying how she messaged somebody, hope you had a good summer or something. And I feel like you need to be more like involved in their life. Like go to their page instead of just saying, hope you had a good summer. Go to their page and find something like their daughter just started school. Like, how is so-and-so liking school so far? Or, you know, say something that is personal about their life. I saw you unmuted yourself. Did you have something?
Yeah, as well as your auto shipments. I know some of you guys get pretty, I don't know. When I first started, I ordered the same like 3 to 4 things every single month. So I didn't have a lot of product in my house. But over time, every month with my auto shipment, I've switched and got out of my comfort zone. And I got the oils, and I'm not big on oils, but I got the oils so I could take pictures of those. I got more skincare. So another thing to get out of your comfort zone is on your auto shipments, order something that you haven't tried before. So that way, rather than saying, no, I've never used that product before, but I know a girl who has, order the product that you haven't tried and give it a shot. Hey, I have a question. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Okay. Sorry. So, recently I posted some posts of myself using the cleanse and I've gotten a ton of likes. Now I want to go out of my way, obviously, to extend, hey, can give you my 40% discount. However, do you think that people catch on and then stop liking your photos because they think that as soon as they like your photo, you're going to message them? Like, should I not even make reference to the fact that they like my photo and just be like, hey, I saw you pop up on my feed. I just wanted to let you know I tried this great product and I think you would love it. Like,
that is a very logical question, and I commend her for asking that question because I, for one, was too scared and nervous to challenge anyone who was above me or to ask a question like that to like insinuate that maybe the way that they were doing things was wrong, because I was afraid of how that would make me look. Like, if you're the one person that doesn't agree with other people that are in the MLM with you, then you are an outcast and you get talked about and you get shunned from the group, and then you're a nobody and you'll never be successful or do anything with your life.
You go about that so it's not always, oh, I saw your love on my post, thank you, do you want to try it?
I always tell them, instead of just saying like, thanks for the love on my post, I say, I opened up 2 spots and I wanted to offer it to people who have showed interest first. I noticed that you liked my post, so I wanted to throw it out to you before I gave it, gave the offer to someone else.
Yeah, that's smart. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Add that one to your list of things to not fall for.
also have to judge on the person too. I mean, some of the people that I've messaged, I know that mentioning like product tester, they'll be like, oh yeah, that's like really cool and I can be a product tester. Or there's other people who, if I say that, they'll be like, what's a product tester and is it the same thing as a loyal customer program? So you just have to kind of judge what the person is like. Okay.
I was just going to add something to what said about being a product of the product. So if you're newer and I don't know, if you don't have a lot of product yet and you have like 2 products that you ordered on your auto shipment, you're waiting for your next one, you can like reuse old photos. Like, I mean, I don't know if does it, but I was showing Carly, I have like a string in my phone like this long and it's all selfies.
No, it's not a string. It's like roll.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
I literally used to take a day where I would just do my hair and makeup, and then I would just go to different parts of my house and I would change my clothes and just take pictures with different products as if they were like different days, so that I would have content to post about certain products. Like if we ever had a special or whatever, I could just go into my selfie album and find a picture with that product and then post it as if it was taken that day. Because I don't do my hair and makeup very often, so I tried to make the best of my time, which also just reiterates the fact that like I tried hard to like create work and home life balance, but it didn't work out very well. I tried to do things to manage my time better, like take a bunch of photos at one time so I have those posts backed up. I saved a bunch of posts in my notes so that I had stuff ready to go. I saved a bunch of messages in my notes so I had stuff ready to go. I did stuff to try to create that balance, but that kind of balance is unrealistic in an MLM, regardless of what they tell you. If they're telling you that it's realistic to have work and home life balance, it's because they're at the very top, so they can have work and home life balance because they have all of you guys doing the work for them.
And it's all selfies. Like, as you can see, like I hardly ever wear makeup, and you guys probably saw that picture today and you're like, what the hell? She's wearing no makeup, her hair's in a ponytail. But her picture today, her hair was all done, she was all pretty. So whenever I do my hair or my makeup, I will take like probably 50 selfies, like different, holding up different numbers, holding up different products.
Holding up different numbers, you guys. I held up different numbers so I could say like,
I have 2 spots left,
or
I have 1 spot left, 2 on sale.
or I will do like a
oh my gosh, we're having a sale.
pose so that I had something ready to go at all times.
Making a different face,
Changing shirts.
changing shirts. So that when I need those selfies, I don't have to like go get ready and take a selfie. I just go back to my pictures and find one that I can use. So that's just a little trick. Does anybody else have any other questions? All right.
Okay, I'll ask one more. Sorry. No. So I have a potential distributor, and she was like, everything looks great, except I'm not good at sales. What would you respond to that?
I'm terrible at sales too.
That's what I said. Okay.
That's literally what I say is I'm terrible at sales too. Like
The products sell themselves if you're willing to post about it.
Like, take a drink if I say that. Whatever you're drinking, just take a drink of it if I say that.
to post about products that you believe in, then people are going to start believing in them too. Like, honestly, these products sell themselves because people are so curious about.
Take a drink, bitch.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. I love you.
Like, that's why it's our, like, that's what makes our company so different from everybody else, is that rap. So people being curious about that, the products sell themselves and they work. So it's like, if you're willing to try them out, show people that they work for you, that they work for the people, you know, that you love, or the people in your life, then they're going to buy them.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And whenever a potential distributor expresses their concerns about the business, try to relate to them on whichever level. If they don't know people, say, oh, I didn't know people either when I first started, and I was taught how to grow my market, or like the sales part, or just try to relate with their concerns to let them know that you've overcome them as well.
That was actually something that I wanted to touch on when you asked about how to get distributors and stuff on a time crunch, is to not only relate to them, but find out what their concerns are. So if they just say like, no, thank you, I don't think it's for me.
This was something that was taught from the top, is that you want to get to the root of what their concern is and what their objection is. So if they said, like I was just saying, that I don't think I'll be good at it, to ask the right questions to get to the bottom of their real concern. So ask, why don't you think you'll be good at it? Well, I'm not good at sales. Well, I'm not good at sales either. Like, the products really sell themselves if you just are willing to post about them. Well, I'm worried about what my friends will think if I post about them. And then it's like, that's the real problem. That's why they really don't want to join. So then you have to overcome that objection, and then they're going to sign with you.
Just leave it at that. Don't just say, okay, sounds good, like, have a good day. Try to figure out what is holding them back. Why do they think it's not for them? Because chances are you had the same thoughts when you started. So, and then if they say, you know, I'm afraid of annoying my friends on Facebook,
I am just so predictable. Like, I literally just called that. And no, I haven't seen this video before. I swear, this is my first time watching it.
afraid of the same exact thing. And I actually found that I got more support from my friends when I started this business because of all the positivity that it brings into my life.
That is true. I really did feel like I got more friends when I started. I don't know if they were real friends because they were like business friends, but I definitely felt like I had a lot of support when I joined, and that a lot of people were very positive about me joining.
And I did get, you know, negative feedback. So try to figure out from them. Don't just let distributors go if they tell you no for a certain reason. Try to, you know, ease their fears.
And I know a lot of you guys on here might be new and not a lot of experience in this business yet. So even if you're like a month into this business, if they express concerns and if you're trying to relate to the concerns, you can always mention Jessica and I or other leaders in the group how we've overcome these concerns and our doubts and our like pessimistic beliefs about I can't do this. So use us too. So there's no way you should never have like an answer to someone's concern. You can always be positive and support them somehow.
Yeah, that goes for like products too. If someone asks you, you know, have you done the triple threat? Like, do you know that it works? And if you haven't, you can use us, like text me and say, hey, have you guys used the triple threat? Like, how did you like it? And then you can tell your person, you know, I haven't used it personally, but I can't wait to try it. My leader said that she lost 9 pounds on it, or, you know, whatever. So if you're telling them about people that you know personally, I mean, yourself is the best example, but if you're telling them about someone that you know personally, they're more likely to believe that than if you post a picture of a before and after that you don't, a person that you don't even know. So yeah, always use us or text us if you have any concerns or questions or need help with verbiage. We're always willing to help with that.
Hey, I have something.
So I have been, Jessica knows this, I have been trying to get my best friend to join because she is so social. She knows everybody. We could go to like a random city and she'd know 30,000 people. You know, I've literally gone through everything, you know, all of her doubts, and we've answered all of them. And last night she kind of hit me with a tough one, and I didn't really know how to respond because, like, I mean, I told her, okay, it's about taxes. So she's just worried because she really doesn't make a lot of money right now with her job. And her daughter just started school this year. And so she's just really worried about when taxes come around, how that's going to work. And I'm like, well, you can claim your phone, and you can claim your laptop and stuff like that. And she's still worried. So if people ever ask you about that, what is the best way to respond?
Last year, I made like 5,000 in total in the whole year.
First of all, would that not be a red flag if you're new on this call and your leader is like, I made 5,000 last year for the whole year?
If you're putting back a little bit each paycheck as if you had another job and they do that for you, if you're putting that money back, then you're going to be fine when tax season rolls around, you know, to pay back your taxes or whatever. Taxes are a lot more stressful when you own your own business. I will tell you that.
First of all, babe, you don't own your own business, but they are a lot more stressful when you're a 1099 contracted employee. Like, I'm still having to deal with that now because my income is still untaxed, but I mean, I don't even know how to word that. I don't know adulty stuff. It's taxed, but not till the end, and then I have to pay the taxes. Like, it's a nightmare, but I'm much more willing to do it now when I actually feel like I'm making a genuine difference in people's lives than I was then. It was so dang stressful. And actually, when the people were here and I was working on that big project I've been working on that I still can't talk about, I'm so excited to tell you guys about it though. When I was working on that, I found a huge box full of all of my receipts from taxes. So, all right, guys, that's all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy. I really like doing these blind reacts because you guys get my like real raw reaction, which is cool. So yeah, stay tuned for more videos this week, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Moving slow.